my friend gave me a wonderful analogy. Thank you, Alex Matthews. I hope you watch this at one point. I will show you the link. He said, it's like Walmart and Kroger and Findlay. So Walmart, it's closer, it's cheaper, but it's sometimes a lower quality, but it's closer, it's cheaper, and it's, it's there. Dumb. I'm sorry. Dumb. I don't have hard feelings toward Dom.
I really wish I had
I know. I don't have any beef with Dom. His new girlfriend, I like them.
Everybody's happy.
We're all good now. Jake is kind of Kroger. It's more difficult. It's farther away. It's a little bit more expensive and just kind of uncharted territory. He's like, but it's probably, better quality in the end. And so he gave me that analogy. And he was pro Dom. He knew how much that I cared about Dom. But ultimately, I did pick Jake because there was so much baggage with Dom. And even though time had passed, I knew that in the back of my head was I knew what other girls he had been with. And I knew what other kind of distrust there was still, even though we'd both grown up and we were kids, and then we're still kids, but we're at least 2 years older kids. Yeah. So I ended up choosing, and that was hard. It literally hurt my heart. I felt like I had a breakup because he came back and I was excited, and then I was like, okay, Liv, your parents hate him. You're on the fence,
You have all these
there's just right, and so just try it with Jake, and if it's not meant to be with Jake and it really is meant to be with Dom, it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
And look, right, and Dom has a new girlfriend, he's happy, he's moved on, and I'm still with Jake. So it's that's kind of my, but it was tough. At the time, it was a really hard call.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not looking for anybody right now. I was gonna say.
I know.
You're like, don't do it. I'm like, it's not. He had come back, and I do think he changed. I mean, I haven't made any decisions yet. Things are complicated, but that wasn't the point of this. I was just
I know, but
wondering if people change, because I think people change. I do think he changed, but
people change. They do.
I mean, they can. Yeah, they're capable.
But I think that sometimes you have to, if you're gonna make yourself vulnerable again, and those are very hard. Think about all the effort and energy it takes to work in a relationship too. You don't want to put that into somebody and then,
I'd be like, just kidding.
Yeah, you get nothing out of it.
My favorite, everybody who's in my classes know this, you're not in my PR class, Rachel Hollis, who I absolutely love. I don't know if you've read this book yet that I gave you.
She's a good one.
The book, Girl Wash Your Face, she has there's a chapter in there about how her husband basically was treating her like crap. And he's a few years older than her, and she basically cut it off with him. Just cut it off. I'm not going to be treated. No, they were dating. And I'm not going to be with you anymore. You're not going to treat me like this. And he came back and proposed. That's how serious he was when she was like, no.
How much
turned her phone off. She's 30. He 7 years older. She was they got married young. They were dating. He was 27. She was 19. And
Dang it! Don't give me that scenario.
But again, the point of that too is that I think everybody's story is very different. So you don't for us to be don't do that because this happened to me.
Yeah.
But also I would say be cautious about, like I said earlier, about all the time, all the energy, all the love you put into somebody. And I've been there too. I had a relationship before my husband, and I could kick myself for those. Done in those 2 years. It all turned out okay.
Yeah.
But that's something to think about.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I also feel like no one ever really knows anybody else's relationship.
Yeah.
So hard. We try and explain, and it's I mean, again, not gonna probably be making any decisions here anytime soon. A little personal for the two, but as I say, whenever I'm in a relationship, anyways, I think my mom can attest to this. She says, I always just give all the love, and I feel like some people get bitter from their experiences, and they're like, oh, well, right after you're just like, no, they love me, and you get broken up with because. Well, that have to be another topic, but people don't tell you why they break up with you, the honest reasons, and then you tear yourself up and it's because I did this. But I was gonna say, for whatever future, I don't know. I guess to get back on track, I do think people can change. I do think it takes time. I think, there was time there for him to change, but I was gonna say.
It just depends on the situation and people. So it's hard. You can't put a hard and fast line on anything.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned in my life is people surprise you, and that's a good thing. Like my optimism, I'll never stop being that way. Like you said, I'm glad that you're like, I'm not gonna be bitter, I'm not gonna be resentful. Like, but you get hurt, and that's what happens in life. But I think it'd be worse to be the other way, right?
Yeah. I just always I've always loved love. I don't know. And I think too, like your childhood and how you're brought up, like makes you who you are 100%, which is another reason I think people will never understand people's relationships, because unless they're gonna sit there for like weeks telling you about this person and their life, and when they were little this happened. But yeah. I was gonna say. So I think that's gonna wrap it up probably. I was gonna say, I don't know if we wanna give a final answer if people can change or not. I was gonna say, obviously I think opinions are gonna be changing all the time. You know, we could look back at this in 3 years and be like, oh, like she was right, or I was right, or people don't change.
Yes,
but I
thank
guess
you, internet. I love you bringing that up. Like, people can change on the internet. It's not existing forever. We are not static people.
Right.
we can come back in another 3 years.
Where are they now?
Yeah, I think people can change if it's serious enough. Like you said, once a cheater, always a cheater. I think my mom told me that too. I think mom says that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as I say, nothing like that happened, but I do think people can change given time and given circumstances. Like I think people wait for something. Well, they don't wait for something bad to happen, but usually that's, I feel like, when people change.
Olivia has a call.
Well, then that's gonna end it for us today. Thanks so much.
Goodbye, you too.
Bye, Olivia. Thanks so much for tuning in to Alice Gals, and we will catch you next week. Okay, bye.
There you go, Alejandra. We get right on time for class.
Yeah, I my cheeks are like skinnier. I think you should, pause. I think you should introduce.
That was exactly what I was gonna say.
You should give our.
We should all give like a brief intro so people know.
So people know our points of view.
One second.
No, that's not.
You're
Same.
one step at a time. This is how I run my life. Oh, is it working?
That's a hint problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,